Welcome to the Long Road, Joel and Christy. I am Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And this is our grocery haul for the week. Actually, it's for 2 weeks.
Yep.
And this is this is our Walmart haul, and we'll probably come back with some stuff. We're going to Sam's for the first time today.
In decades.
Yeah.
Or a decade.
Yeah, to check out some stuff. And we'll let you know when we get back later on in this video what we got there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Our son said, "Hey, you didn't give me a treat for my birthday." Don't remember that happening that way, but this is his favorite ice cream, so we grabbed him one of those. And not to be outdone, Joel wanted some ice cream, and he's pretty simple. He likes Bluebell chocolate.
I just like chocolate. It can be any kind.
Yeah, and or vanilla. He's good with vanilla too. If it's
only if it's soft serve.
Soft serve vanilla. If it's in the carton. Chocolate. Okay, random information there. And I was like, well, I don't like ice cream unless it has a lot of stuff in it. So I got this. And the thing about the two of them is they're going to eat theirs in one sitting. I will hoard these like it's the best thing in the world. It'll take me 4, 5, maybe 6 days to go through this because I'll eat like a bite or two and put it back in the freezer. And then the next day, eat a couple more bites of it. So... all right, I wanted to put those in the freezer, so I wanted to hit those first. Okay, so here we go. Back from putting those in the freezer, obviously. We got our avocado oil. We did get it from Aldi last time, but we decided since we were buying everything from Walmart or either Sam's Club to go ahead and get this one. So there you go. We're gonna make homemade meatballs and spaghetti. And so here's some sauce for that. And I like the ingredients on that. All really recognizable ingredients. There's no sugar added, and it's made with olive oil, which is better than, like vegetable oil or canola oil or whatever that they might choose. So our weekly carton of almond milk. Our son wanted
weekly box of taquitos.
Yeah, for our son. He eats these for his lunch every day. And right now, since he's in college, but he's doing virtual classes, he's home at lunch every day. So there you go. We found our weekly deal on rotisserie chicken. I use this and put it in my kale salads. So, Joel only needed one pack of pudding. Still shocked by that. If you follow us, you know he usually gets 2. We're going to have a roast rice and gravy, and you use this in the gravy mixture. I couldn't find the organic kale, and the kale that they had that was loose in bunches was not pretty. So I got this. Not my favorite, but hey, it was only $1.97, so there you go.
Hey, Oreos.
Yep.
Hey, Oreo, hey.
It's so weird. The Oreos are becoming a fixture in our grocery hauls like Cheetos, apparently. We're going to have sliders, and I also will have salads with some of the meals. So I got 2 tomatoes. I have to be careful with tomatoes. I can only have a little bit every day because I actually will start having pains if I eat raw tomatoes, apparently. So there you go. We normally get a block of Parmesan cheese. Couldn't find any, so we settled for the shredded already. But it didn't have any preservatives in it and no fillers, so that was good. The ingredients were pretty minimal. All right, I'm actually going to have Joel put this up in the cabinet, but what I got that for was because I like candy corn, but the mallow pumpkins are my favorite of the candy corns. But they always sell out faster than the candy corn. Why? Because they're better. They're the best. But so I just wanted to make sure I got at least one bag during this season. So I'm going to have him put them up, on a shelf for right now, and I'll pull them back down in October and enjoy them then. but at least I got one before they all sold out. My bananas, my zucchini for my kale salads. We're gonna have some recipe that cheesy chicken chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Joel and Jacob like to dip it with tortilla chips. I usually just eat it straight without anything, in it, like chips or crackers or anything. But they'll have the chips in the, what I could just call it? Chicken cheesy chili?
Yeah.
Cheesy chicken chili?
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
I got him 2 bags because they were on sale. It was only $2.50 per bag, and they're usually $3.28.
And we did buy for 2 weeks. So.
We did buy for 2 weeks. He just put 1 bag up so he don't feel tempted. We're gonna have sausage, green beans, and potatoes is a slow cooker meal. I don't remember what the name of it is, and I don't think it had a real fancy name. I think it was just called sausage, green beans, and potatoes or something. Bored. But that's what the recipe is, and it's a slow cooker meal. So I got the andouille sausage for that. Pepperoni for our homemade pizzas. This cream cheese goes in the cheesy chicken chili or chicken cheesy chili something, whatever it's called. And butter for random recipes. We're going to have sliders if we can find our Hawaiian rolls, which you will see we do not have because Walmart didn't have any. But we use the cheese slices on the sliders. And mozzarella was for more pizzas in the future because we have them. We have homemade pizza just about every Saturday.
Yep.
So we normally buy a big block and freeze it and pull it out a day before, or like on Friday. Anyway, yeast rolls, which we will have with random recipes that go well with that, like chicken recipes or whatever. We have pulled pork in the freezer, and we will pull that out and thaw it out and make pulled pork sandwiches. And for the barbecue sauce, we make homemade barbecue sauce, and it does call for organic apple cider vinegar in that. So we were getting low on that, so I got some more of that. I should have organized this better. Got some more creamer. I mentioned on last week's haul that I got some maple syrup and was using that to sweeten my coffee instead of using the creamer, and I am, but I like to take things slowly. So what I did was every other day I used the creamer, and then the other day I used the maple syrup. So I still do that, and Joel is still having trouble finding his creamer, so we just got that and we'll share it. On our try something new recipe for the week, way back, if you look back at, and I will link it in the eye in the sky, if you look back you will see that we did a pasta e fagioli recipe, like an Olive Garden copycat recipe. That is Joel's favorite, not mine. My favorite is chicken gnocchi, so y'all go ahead and hate on me in the comments how I didn't pronounce that right. But anyway, so we're going to do a try something new of chicken and gnocchi, Olive Garden copycat recipe, because that one's my favorite. So we gave his favorite a try, and now we're going to give my favorite a try. So this is for the roast. In the cheesy chicken chili, you use 2 packets of ranch dressing mix, and I don't buy ranch dressing mix. Instead, I make my own in-house, and I had most of the ingredients. You honestly would be surprised at how many of those ingredients you probably already have in your pantry, but the one thing that I haven't gotten since we moved here to Orlando was this part of it, and the reason why was because you have to keep it refrigerated after you open it. So obviously I couldn't carry it all the way from Houston to here. So I had to buy another box of that. So that was, other than that one thing, I have pretty much all these ingredients, except I was low on parsley flakes. But other than that, I had the rest of these ingredients. So there you go. Okay, couldn't find our son's big, huge container of goldfish crackers, but here is it. We just got him one of these. So we'll probably have to get him more next week. Pizza sauce for our homemade pizzas. We're, like I said, we're going to have a roast, rice, and gravy, and here's the roast. $13, but to be honest, we normally get 2 meals out of it. So these tomato paste are for the homemade barbecue sauce or any other recipe that we may need that needs tomato paste. We usually buy a couple extra just to have them on stock in our pantry. This is for the cheesy chicken chili. The heavy whipping cream. It's for a Tuscan butter shrimp recipe, and if you check the eye in the sky, you're going to see we've already done this recipe before on YouTube, so if you are interested in Tuscan butter shrimp, be sure to check that one out. And also, when you do vote for the recipe of the week, remember we've already done this one, so if you want to see what it is like, you can check that one out. So don't vote for Tuscan butter shrimp, but other than that, the rest are fair game, I think. All right, and the molasses is for the homemade barbecue sauce. This is for various recipes like the cheesy chicken chili and a couple of, we're gonna have cilantro lime chicken, a couple of things like that. So we have that one. We have black beans for all that. And the corn is for either cilantro lime chicken or for the cheesy chicken chili. And this corn is for another recipe. And I only wanted a regular size, but they only had 2-pound ones, so I guess we'll just keep the rest of it frozen. I guess we'll keep the rest of it frozen. And the rice is for various dishes that we might make rice with it. The shrimp is obviously for the Tuscan butter shrimp. The spinach, my breakfasts this week are going to be quinoa bowls with spinach, sweet potatoes, and things like that. So that, and then this artisan lettuce, which I really like. It really stays fresh for a long time, I think, in the refrigerator. It doesn't go bad that easily. And I'm going to have that for the sliders and any other salads. And I think that is it. Remember to stay tuned next for our meal plan, where you will get the opportunity to go into the comments and vote for what you would like to see as the recipe of the week.
And our updates from Sam's. And our update from Sam's.
Yeah. Watch the meal plan. Okay, watch the meal plan and then watch our whatever we get from Sam's Club. See if we get enough chicken for all these recipes. Okay, here is our Sam's Club haul. I know it's probably not as big as a lot of people who do Sam's Club's haul, but since we had not been back in there for over a decade, we weren't real sure about what we were going to get good prices on, and so we bought most of our stuff at Walmart, but we knew that we wanted to check out the prices of the bulk meat, so that's why we only went in there and bought the things that we did. But we did look at some of the stuff, and there's some deals that we're probably going to look for maybe next time. We'll probably do Sam's Club maybe once or twice a month. We probably won't go every week, because on our off weeks we shop for 2 weeks, and then the next week we just go for produce and stuff. So we probably wouldn't go to Sam's Club on those weeks for sure. $1.78 per pound on chicken. Obviously, it's a great price. The lowest that we have seen around here was $1.89 at Aldi, so $1.78 was awesome. And then this humongous thing of ground beef that we will divide into, looks like 9 packs of 1 pound packs, it was $20.57, but it was $2.08 per pound. So that's really good. We haven't seen anything less than, I think it was $2.99 at Aldi. So this is really good price, and we'll get 9 meals out of that. And then this case is a little larger than what we normally buy at Walmart, but when you divide it out into unit prices, which we go by can, so we say this was $10.68, and we divide it by 35 cans, because they have it divided by ounces, but nobody opens a can. Well, all right, maybe I should say almost no one opens up a can and only drinks 2 ounces out of it and then puts it in the refrigerator. It's going to be flat if you do that. So you're probably going to need to divide it by can, and that's what we do. And so that made this 30 cents. 30.6 cents for 1 can. And what we normally get is more around 31 or 2, according to what price it is at Walmart. So that was a good price too. So that is our whole Sam's Club haul, and hopefully you have also voted on what you would like to be the recipe of the week on next Thursday. If not, drop it in the comments below. And also comment below and tell us from the Walmart haul, do you like candy corn? And if you do you like mellow pumpkins more than you like the candy corn like me? All right. And also stay tuned. We're going to do a quick little food prep and show you how we're going to divide the hamburger meat up. Okay, so we're basically going to show you how we divide up our hamburger meat to make it last in the freezer. What he is basically doing is he is taking wax paper and dividing it out into 9 pieces. Okay, and as you see, he put 1 sheet of wax paper on top of a scale, and that way he didn't have to put a plate down too, or dirty up a plate or a bowl or anything. He's just going to weigh them and make sure they're at least 1 pound each in the pack by putting it on top of the scale. Okay. Now he's just going to take some, set it on top, check the weight. Perfect. Okay. And then what normally happens there is I come along, grab this from him, and then I flatten it out and put it inside of a Ziploc bag, which we'll show you in a minute. Okay, so this was the last one. And like I said, he weighed it there. It's just a little more than 1 pound.
Actually, what we got, it said on the package was 9.89 pounds. It actually turned out to be over 10 pounds, so we got more meat than we paid for.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Normally, you know, with wrapping and all that kind of stuff like that, it ends up being, and being in the little ends, you end up with less than you thought you would, not more. Okay, you see we're not quite connecting there, so we got a longer one. You want to make sure that you get the wax paper in any.
And the reason we do the wax paper is because it sticks to the insides of the Ziploc bags.
Decreases the chance of freezer burn or for it to turn brown in the freezer. So when you take it out, it still looks like, after you thawed it out, it still looks like a fresh piece of, or fresh pound of ground beef.
Correct.
Anyway, here's my other. Huh. I thought I had it timed it. Guess y'all gonna see this part too. Okay.
So we label everything, which is a good thing.
Mainly, I mean, you probably are going to know ground beef when you see it, but you might forget when you actually put it in the freezer. So
we FIFO everything, first in,
Yep.
first out.
Yep. Yeah. Restaurant terminology.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you basically are going to try to fit it in there It's going to be
That's a
tight.
big hunk of meat.
Yeah, that is.
Because what I
It'll be
did
tight.
was I was thinking it was going to be 9.89 pounds, and so I was doing 1.1 pounds per pack of these. And then when it turned out to be over 10 pounds, this one turned out to be 1.7 pounds.
Well, it's almost
of
2
meat,
in there. I'm
almost
trying to
2
squeeze
pounds of
into a
meat,
quart
so.
size. Yeah. So never doubt me. There we go. All right, and then after you do that, you're basically just going to work all the air out of it. And like he said, move any ground beef you already have on top and put these on the bottom or the back side of your freezer, whatever. That way you can make sure that you always have the freshest ground beef and you're not wasting anything, because you don't want to realize that your ground beef has been in the freezer for 6 months because you kept putting stuff on top of it.
Yep.
So, and that's all you have to do.
Guess that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for updates from us. And then
Watch the videos.
watch the videos. They're going to be floating around our heads there. Well, not our heads, but they're going to be floating on the screen because our heads are not on the screen.
Yep.
So for the long run with Joel and Christy, I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And remember, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace. Have a great day.